18 was the magic number for Syracuse men's basketball on Tuesday night. That was because Joe Girard and Jesse Edwards scored that many points in a 95-66 win over Oakland. Judah can hit the mid-range, he can hit the long threes, and he's also one of the fastest players on the court. It's time for our top performer of the semester, and it belongs to this guy that's been making saves all year. Jacob, you and I know this pretty clearly. I mean, the number one rule to dissect the 2-3 zone is to get this basketball and put it right through the hoop. And that's exactly what Clemson did right from the opening tip. Boeheim recruited legends in the likes of Derek Coleman, Pearl Washington, his first recruit in Louis Orr, along with Carmelo Anthony, Jerry McNamara, and even Dion Waiters. Aisha, a couple of three-pointers as well. What were you feeling from beyond the arc that made you realize, hey, I'm going to crank one tonight and get my first three-point field goal on the year? Cuse takes on an FCS opponent in Wagner in less than 24 hours. Some would call this an easy win, but head coach Dino Babers details why Orange fans should fear the FCS. If you take a trip down to Hamilton, you may notice Colgate men's basketball's recent success. Back-to-back Patriot League champions and in search of its third straight NCAA tournament bid. Someone who was on both of those teams is Jeff Woodward, who also won 3 straight conference titles at Methacton High School in Audubon, Pennsylvania.
So it's kind of a familiar place for me, and it's kind of the expectation that I hold myself to.
But this summer, the psychology major found success for 5 weeks at Camp Ramapo, a summer camp that serves kids with special needs in Rhinebeck, about 3 hours southeast of Colgate University. Woodward found out about the opportunity through an email sent out by the school. He applied and got the job. One that was 24/7.
You're sleeping in the same bunks as them. You're eating all your meals with them. It really gives you an insight into their everyday lives and how difficult it can be, but how special the kids are.
Woodward did a lot. He spent time hanging out with his new friends, taught them life lessons, and did numerous activities, like feeding chickens. When Gate head coach Matt Lengel found out about Woodward's opportunity, he says he thought it was the perfect fit.
I mean, he's got a big personality, he's got a ton of energy, he brings a positive outlook on life.
Woodward does most of his work right behind me in the paint. The 6'11" center going into his junior year says he hopes to use the skills that he learned from Camp Ramapo and bring them to the hardwood in an effort for the Raiders to three-peat in the Patriot League.
Having that patience when somebody on our team, maybe an underclassman, doesn't know what's going on, not getting frustrated or upset with them, but really taking the time to make sure that they understand this is what we do, this is why we do it, this is how we do it.
Because in life, it's all about how you make your mark before the final buzzer sounds. I'm Trey Redfield, NCC Sports. As parents wait in the 1932 rink, racers strap up before hitting the oval for short track speed skating. Someone that races in CNY is 14-year-old Nagi Aibaiva of the Syracuse Skating Club.
Everyone here is just very nice and supportive of each other. It's not like they're the competition. It's more like you're racing yourself and you're trying to beat yourself.
And she's not alone. Her 9-year-old sister, Sarah, races too. She says having a big sister there is very helpful.
She's like in older groups than me, and so when I get into those groups, she can like tell me like some things that will help me.
But here's the twist. Their love for speed skating actually came over in Asia.
So originally I started out with long track in Kazakhstan.
From Syracuse, that's about 6,500 miles away. But when Nagi and Sarar's family made the long move in January of 2018, they realized they could still race.
And then when we came over here, I still wanted to continue the sport. And we saw that short track was offered here locally at Syracuse.
But then when we got here in Syracuse, we kept just continuing it.
They've been racing for 5 years, and someone that's seen them grow in the sport is their mother, Darjan Kazbekala.
It's so exciting to be a part and to see how they make progress. And if it's not, it's good. It's okay too, right?
The duo have made pretty lengthy trips along the way to compete. One in Buffalo and another right behind me in Lake Placid for the Empire State Winter Games. But if you ask the sisters, they would say they were very thankful and their parents for letting them continue their dream across the pond.
I'm just very grateful for my parents for, their dedication to like coming and supporting me and my sister.
I'm kind of grateful that my parents work hard for us and drive around so we can compete.
We have to go. We just have to go and let kids to enjoy skating and see what they have and probably see if they could meet their friends, etc. It's just our life.
And whenever the last lap arrives, it's all about improving with the supportive family along the way. I'm Trey Redfield, Newhouse Sports Media Center.